Have you ever wondered the secrets to getting a higher salary or negotiating a higher salary? Stay tuned in this video as I give you great tips on how to negotiate for salary. Hi there. Negotiating for salary could be a hard nut to crack, but we are not only here on how to negotiate a salary, but how to negotiate a higher pay. I know you've been looking for a job for a long while and you are tempted to take any salary that comes your way, but that is not the best option for you to do. So, how can you negotiate to have those higher salaries? You could actually make a name for yourself. You could enter into a company where everybody is receiving a low salary and get a pay rise. Do you think employers don't know how much they're supposed to pay you? But when you lack knowledge on what they're supposed to pay you, they'll pay you lower than what they're supposed to pay you. So let's quickly take into these 6 tips how you could better manage to negotiate a higher salary. The first is research. Yes, make research. Before going for an interview or negotiating your salary, make research. If I am an accountant, how much do they pay accountants? Especially in this domain. If it's in the bank, how much do they pay accountants working in a bank? If it's at an accounting firm, how much do they pay accountants working at an accounting firm? If it's an enterprise, how much do they pay accountants working in an enterprise? It make all those evaluation. Likewise, in other profession, evaluate your salary from all the different sectors of the economy. Evaluate them and make research such that when you're before your employer, you're talking from the best of research. In fact, you're tabling him why you ought to collect that salary, and you make yourself known and you put in something very tight for them. You do not give them an easy schedule, but something very difficult, and you place when you sell out yourself. Actually, after you must have made your research, you're able to sell out yourself, and once you sell out yourself, that is it. You've got the job and a better pay rise. The second tip to negotiate for a higher salary is highlight your value. Mm-hmm. Tell them what are your value. Do you know there are some interviews you go there and you leave, you know you already got the job, and there are some you just go and you leave, you know that it's by God's grace that I'm going to have the job. Highlight your values. Like, I am a professional. I've been able to study for, I did my bachelor's for 3 years, did my master's for 2 years, went into extra professional training for 2 years. I've been able to acquire the software skills in it for management, and I've been opportune to work here and there, and this is my CV, my curriculum vitae for at your disposal. Kindly go through it. I'm talking with you from experience, and I'm sure I'm going to take your company to a height that you never expected. I'm willing and capable, and as you can see, bets from the mother of opportunities. I've encountered clients, I've encountered businesses, and I've been able to also exploit the business life. So me working for you will be advantageous. You having me in your team will be sell yourself. Oh, do you know how to sell yourself? Like, sell that in such a way that the employer is lost for words. They don't know. In fact, give them even what they do not ask for. Sell yourself up to things they do not ask for, and that is it. You got the job, and for a high pay based on experience. The third tip on negotiating a high salary is timing. The timing here is key. Know where to make those negotiations. This now is already for those who are already working. Yes, because knowing the timing when you're just a new employee will be difficult, but when you're already working, knowing the timing is key when you're negotiating for a pay rise. For a pay rise, knowing the timing. Maybe it might be a time where the profit was really high, the return on investments was really high, and you are putting all, and you're going with justificative reasons without doubts that you have been able to put in this effort and these are the result, and you will require pay rise in order for this result not to drop, for it to keep increasing. In fact, give them detailed report. In fact, make I don't know how I'm going to say this. Make something like a resume of what you have done so far for that return on investment to increase, and why they need a pay rise for it to keep increasing. So sell yourself to companies, sell yourself. So it's been Financing Magdalene. If you're joining us, and I'm bringing you personal tips on finance, both to the employed and unemployed. So please click on the subscribe button as you're going through and we are seeing live, especially in Africa, and I'll drill you on things you want to know. The fourth manner in which you could negotiate for a higher salary is practice your pitch. Yes, practice your performance, practice on how you're going to speak to your authorities. You already know, maybe you're working with a very strict authority, someone who's very strict and he does not smile with people. Practice, do practice, stand in the mirror and like, sir, due to my performances this month, and we have been able to achieve from this to this, and I will have to table before you for an increase. In fact, practice, look yourself, practice, show yourself, improve yourself, practice before appearing to them for a pay rise. The fifth way to negotiate for higher pay is be professional. Be professional. Do not go there and start saying, sir, my mom has been sick for 6 months and my salary I can no longer survive on my current salary. Sir, my husband has been unemployed and my salary is not enough to take care of our family. Sir, my children's school fees 00000. Negotiate based on professionalism. Show your professionalism. Put yourself in a professional field and explain at your area of experience or expertise why you need a pay rise. Explain for me. Don't put conscience talks. Do not use family issues. Be professionals. Take office related works and bring it as proof. Be moderate. Be professionals. Do not negotiate your lifestyle. Your employer does not need to know if you're maybe into polygamous married, or your husband is unemployed, or your mother is sick. No, they don't need to. So explain from the root of professionalism. So be professional about your explanation, okay? That is actually the fifth step into negotiating a higher salary. The last but not the least on negotiating for a higher salary is considering a non-monetary benefit. Yes, a non-monetary benefit. There are some non-monetary benefits that could be given to you. Maybe that you get to work just 4 times a week, or maybe you get to send you on a vacation. Maybe you get a promotion. Maybe you get. In fact, it should not be only monetary value. You could make it in such a way where it is a non-monetary value. So until then, it's been Financing Magdalene, bringing you back information on how to improve our financial life. So please click on the subscribe button to get more information with Financing Magdalene. Until then, I've been your host, Magdalene. See you in our next video.